Hey, what's up everyone, battlecries here and welcome back to some more Hearthstone. Today we're going to be playing Rogue here. We're going to go with a bounce deck. So basically a bounce deck is where we keep trying to bounce cards back to our hand and we get value out of them that way. So obviously this isn't going to be like the best deck in the world. Start the new rank season, so we're back to rank 20. So this is the best time to play these really fun decks where it doesn't really matter. You're not going to go up against the best players in the world, so you can have some fun with your decks. And hopefully we don't just run into, like, I don't know, Aggro Warrior every game. But anyway, so let's see what we have. So we have Shadow Step here as a bounce. We got Ferryman here as a bounce card as well when we combo it. We've got some more bounces with Brewmaster here. We don't have the 4 mana Brewmaster because it's quite expensive, the 4 mana one. And you can't really combo it with too much as a result. Unless you have 10 mana, then you can do it with most stuff here, but usually early on you don't have enough mana to combo with stuff. We also have some other stuff here that we want to bounce back, like Bomb Squad. We want to use this to deal damage to a minion, and then we bounce it back to our hand, and it's like a sort of like a constant fireball sort of that you can't use on the enemy face. You just like play Bomb Squad, bounce it back, and then you can play next turn. A bit less efficient than a fireball. Obviously it deals 5 damage instead of 6 and it can't target face, but saying you can use it multiple times if you keep bouncing it back, it's not too bad. And we also have Moat Lurker here, which is like a assassinate, except you can use it over and over again as well. So we're going to try and bounce these two guys back to our hands constantly. We can also bounce some of these Jade cards back as well if we want to try and build up a board a bit. So that's always useful. We also have Brand, which synergizes with some of the Jade cards and the heals and stuff quite well to keep ourselves alive. We also got the other Jade cards up here. We've got a Viscera for some damage. Ooze, if in case we go up against like weapon classes, we can get rid of the weapons to slow the game down a bit. And then if somehow we get super late into the game and we really need a finisher, we have Nazoth here, which will summon the Tomb Pillagers again, Loot Hoarders, Jade Swarmers. And that's about it. We don't really want it to resummon Bomb Squad or Moat Lurker. And it probably won't, because usually you don't throw these out to die. Usually you want to put them back in your hand straight away, so they can't kill them off. But yeah, we can use this like to take down Tyrion and then bounce it back or something like that, and play the Ooze as well on the same turn. A lot of stuff we can do. And since you do bounce it back to your hand, you always have that card to play next turn anyway, in case they throw out something big. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully, yeah, we don't run into too many Aggro Warriors, because obviously we have healing, but we don't really have the early game to keep up with them. And Moat Lurker is not too good early on, and Bomb Squad, same thing. If they just hit the Bomb Squad dude, we'll deal 5 damage to ourselves. And obviously, against Aggro Warrior, you don't want to be taking extra damage. You don't have to. So we'll see. What are we going up against here first? We got Warrior. Okay. Straight into the Aggro Warrior. Let's go. So we need to keep Swamp Ooze then, definitely. Get rid of Moat Lurker and Refreshment Vendor. I think we keep Eviscerate, so we have a way to just clear something off the board. We got 2 heals here, which isn't too bad. We've got 2 drop, so we can clear whatever weapon he plays early. I'm not sure if I want to keep this for a later weapon or get rid of the early ones just to gain a bit of tempo, but we'll see. We don't have any taunts in this deck, which is actually a big downside. But we do have these 2 healers here, so we can bounce these heals back to keep ourselves alive a bit. See how we go. What are we going? Does he have a 1-drop? Probably. No? Okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna pass my turn as well. See what he does now. If he armors up, it's probably it might not be aggro. It might be control. That's interesting. It might make it a bit easier for us. I'm just gonna weapon up here and not do anything. I might coin out Tomb Pillager next turn. We'll see. Yeah, he's just going to keep armoring up again. We probably need to try and harass him a bit then. Let's get this guy out.
Thank you.
We'll see what he does. So we're going to try and use our Jade Spirits to outvalue him later in the game here. So we probably want to be bouncing back those guys a lot. Use Mode Lurker and stuff to take out some of his big legendaries. And we'll see. I don't think we'll be taking too much damage. Oh, maybe it's not. What is it? Maybe he's just doing like a hand buff warrior or something. Let's see. We'll get rid of this weapon anyway because we don't know how many he runs. And we can always bounce the ooze back if we need to. Ooh, that could be good. We might actually just bounce it back. Oh, we got another one in our hand right here. Okay, we don't have to bounce it back then. What we could do is just weapon up again here. So this isn't too bad of a position. Got rid of his weapon. We got 2 minions on the board, putting a bit of damage into him. I don't want to fill up the board though, because he probably has a brawl, so have to watch out for that.
I have an axe to grind.
Okay, well that's not a nice guy. Can't take him out with our Tomb Pillager here without taking too much damage anyway, so that's good. We can go Tomb Pillager, heal the Tomb Pillager, and then Eviscerate. That might be ideal. Keep pressure up on him. I'm gonna swing my weapon in because we're probably gonna have enough mana to equip a new one next turn anyway. We'll see. He hasn't played any minions at all so far besides that, so it might be a Taunt Warrior or something like that. Hasn't played much, only 2 cards.
The Whiz-Banger Mark 7.
Okay, well that's pretty easy for us to take out. I think it's more valuable for us to... Oh, okay. I was gonna say it might be more valuable for us to keep the shield instead of the ooze, but since he did that, we're gonna just trade this in anyway, I think. Alright. Not much we can else really do. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll run this in. We're gonna heal him up a bit, but that's okay. We heal ourselves up as well to full life. I just want to keep the pressure up by playing minions here. Don't want to give him ball control. We have a lot of bounce in our hands, but not too many cards we really want to bounce at the moment. We have Ooze, but he hasn't played any weapons since Brass Knuckles. So it's not too big of a deal. Okay, that's good. That means we can trade our vendor in there without having to lose him. We're getting a lot of value out of coining this Tomb Pillager here. So that's nice. Okay, that's interesting. We've got a Mode Lurker here. I'm gonna play this as well just for a bit more ball control. Now we have a Mode Lurker, so if we play something big here this turn, we can just kill it off and bounce it back to our hand. So he can't get the minion back because it removes like him killing the minion when we bounce it back to our hand. So see what he decides to do. He has one guy buffed up here, and that's from the... Oh, that's nice. That's a big guy. He's gonna armor up here as well, or is he gonna play something else? Whirlwind. Okay, that's good. That's good. We can clear this off really easily, so we're not too worried about it. We'll see here real quick. We're going to draw some more with Battle Rage. Okay, that's interesting. We're going to use Mode Lurker here to take it out though. So let's see, let's go Mode Lurker onto this. We'll bounce it back to our hand with a Ferryman. We want to use the Ferryman instead of the Brewmaster because it does have the combo effect on it, so it's just more versatile. The Brewmaster than the Ferryman here. Like, we don't have to play something before it. We can just bounce it back to our hand. Okay, well, putting good pressure on him. He's down to 19 life. We have healed him 8, so if we didn't heal him, we would be down to 11. But the Refreshment Vendor has dealt damage to him, so getting him down slowly. We're going to bounce this guy back to our hand again, I think. We'll play Mode Lurker, kill it off, and then bounce it back. Get rid of that taunt, because we can't really trade into it efficiently, because all of our guys are on 3 HP, and we'll lose 2 of them trading it in.
Armor made to fit.
So we'll probably do something similar to last time. Mode Lurker, back, and then we use this to take out this and 2 to face. He really wants to generate armor with the whirlwinds here. It's really inefficient for him. Okay, well, let's do this. Bounce it back. We'll run that guy in here and go everything to face, I think. We want to keep his armor down because we don't want him to use shield slam on anything. At least not anything big that comes out. He can armor up and shield slam the Tomb Pillager here though, which isn't nice, but we'll see what he decides to do. We do have one more go at that combo, the Mode Lurker into Brewmaster combo here. So we'll see what happens. If you play something big again, we can do it. That's a nice target to get rid of as well, because we're going to have to unofficially trade into it. He played 2 of them, so we're probably going to get rid of 1 here. We'll get rid of 1. Bounce it back, then we'll weapon up, I think. Weapon up, take it out with this. And then run these guys into face. That seems like the right way to go about it. We have 2 Mode Lurkers here. We can only play 1 next turn. We got 11 mana with the coin, so just 1 mana off, but we can start playing some of these Jade Swarmers. We haven't got any of them down so far, so we're really far behind on the Jade, but we've already got him super low. Got a really nice Mode Lurker combo off there. Got him like 3 or 4 times with it. So that's really nice. And what's he going to do now? Arcanite Reaper. So we do have the Ooze if we really want to get rid of that. I don't think he has any way to clear the board. No, he doesn't. He's got a bloody Monkless champion in there for some reason. So yeah, I think we have this in the bag. Just run everything in the face. First, let's get rid of this. Why not? Just to show how cool we are with our Mode Lurkers. So that went well. Lucky it's not Aggro Warrior. You can see we get lots of value later on in the game once we get to 6 mana, especially 6-8 mana, where you can just keep bouncing it back to your hand. But before that, we could run into a bit of trouble. So yeah, what was that? That was like a weird hand buff, controlling warrior type of thing. I don't know what he's doing with Mucklers in there. I guess he had the 2 mana 0/7s, and he wanted to give them attack damage. So he like plays those Mucklers and tries to buff them up with some attack. Get a strong front line. I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's go get rid of that. We'll probably keep the Ooze, so we just have something to play on turn 2. We'll keep the Jade Shuriken as well. And we'll see. This might be a Jade Druid, which could cause us a bit of trouble. I mean, we can get rid of a lot of her his Jade cards, but eventually it just becomes too much for our Mode Lurkers to handle. Same with the Bomb Squad. The Bomb Squad can only kill them up to 5, and then we run into a bit of trouble. Unless we play Brand and Bomb Squad, in which we can kill 10 then. Okay. So that's not a nice card to play. I'm going to play Ooze just so we can clear it off. We want something so we can get the combo out of the Jade Shuriken here. Problem is we don't have too many cheap cards. Well, we can just weapon up and take out this at the moment, I guess. That's not too bad of a play. We get a weapon and then we still have a card. Let's see, what's he going to do? He's probably going to trade it in, isn't he? I don't see any reason not to trade it in. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we got Shadow Step, that would be nice with a Mode Lurker. Also be nice with N'Zoth. If we get N'Zoth down, we could bounce it back and play N'Zoth again the next turn. And he doesn't have too many good ways to take out big guys, so if we get some big Jade guys down, we might be okay. He might be a ramp. Or Beast Druid maybe, since he had Raven. Raven and Jewel Scarab might be a Beast Druid.
Thank you.
That's a high possibility, actually. We'll have to see what he does next. 6 mana card coming out here. Oh, that's not nice. Does he have something big in his hand that he could play? I wish I had 1 more mana so I could go Viscera weapon in the face. I mean, we could go Viscera Jade Shuriken and then hit our weapon in there. That way we end up with a slightly better board, but
So many.
we lose a bit of healing.
Careful.
I think we just go with this. Go with this and just heal up.
Get your funnel cakes here.
We don't have too much damage on the board, but we have a couple of spells here that we can clear stuff up with. Innovate into an 8-drop. We need a Mode Lurker soon so we can clear whatever this is. Oh, Sea Fun? Sea Fun Druid. Okay, I didn't expect that. I thought he was going with some sort of beast thing with the cards he played earlier. But that's fine for us, I guess. 6. We have to use everything here to take it out, pretty much. If we're going to, I think we are better off just playing these and then force him to trade into us. That way we get a bit of pressure down on him. I need to draw even more Death Rattles here to get a bigger Nazoth, or I need to find a way to take this out. Made Lurkers soon. Okay, well, they were traded today quite well. That's fine, we get... No, oh, actually, he's gonna run into it, isn't he, with his face? Oh no, he's gonna run into that with the face, okay. That makes more sense. He's gonna use that to take it out? Okay, interesting. Well, it is a bit rough for us. We can go 6, 7, 8, 9 with this guy into there. That leaves that guy up there though. He's running out of cards at least. And we can coin on turn 9 to get Brand plus Nazoth out. If we need to. So I think I'm gonna play this guy. Combo this guy down. Hopefully he can't take out Bran. And then the turn after we can Nazoth here. Either that or we put Bran back in our hand. He would cost 1. We get to 10 mana, we Nazoth with him. What have we played so far? That's Death Rattle. We got 1 Jade. Oh, okay. Bye bye, Bran. We got 1 Jade Swarmer and a Tomb Pillager. So not too much at the moment. He's running out of cards though, so we might just do it to have some sort of board presence. Put a bit of pressure on him or something. It's gonna armor up, right? Yeah. Okay, we can always bounce it back to our hand to get more... what's the name? Some more Death Rattles, so we might do that. Yeah, we'll point him out next turn. We'll get 2 Death Rattles. We'll Shadow Step him back. Next turn we can play him again. If we can somehow kill off those Death Rattles, we can get another 2, which means when we Youthful Brewmaster Nazoth again, we'll have 4 Death Rattles summoned. Hopefully that's enough. I don't think he has Cthulhu in his hand just yet. And hopefully he has no way to take out Nazoth. Oh wait, he can't, because we're going to bounce him back straight away, aren't we? Okay, that works out for us. And we can bounce him back again, actually. That's quite good. Okay, we'll bounce him back. Do the same thing next turn, because he's 8 mana now, so we can instantly bounce him back with Brewmaster. A healer would be nice, because we're on 16 life, which is a bit low. Especially when he has Cthulhu. Oh, there it is. Don't die. Oh, he died. Oh, that's not good. That's a really bad position for us. We really need a Mode Lurker now. A Mode Lurker would save us here. Not a Loot Hoarder. God damn it. I think we've lost here, right? Yeah, unless we have a way to kill this off, which we don't. I think all we can do is play this again. Get another couple people out. And then he's going to use his, what's the name against us? He's just going to run his Scafoon in. And we can't really do anything. I guess we'll just bounce this back in case he, like, fails it somehow. But I don't see that happening. Damn. I had a close chance of winning there. We got a Mode Lurker. Mode Lurker, a heal would have saved us as well. At least for one turn. And then we could have bounced it back and healed again. Ah well. Bit unlucky with the draws there. Didn't get our loot hoarders either to draw more cards, so that kind of sucked. Yeah, so that didn't go too bad. We went 1-1. It went really well in the first game. We got lots of value out of our Mode Lurkers, but in the second one we didn't actually get a draw them, which kind of sucked. But when you do get the right card drawn, it seems to work out really, really well. I mean, if we had an extra turn, we would have won for Nazoth if he didn't have Cthulhu just then, or if we didn't play it. We would have had one extra turn, which meant we would have had those 4 Death Rattle guys up. That should be enough to win us the game, but yeah, just too much damage, unfortunately. 2 damage off surviving, I think. We needed 12, so we were 3 damage off surviving. That was a bit unfortunate. Oh well. We didn't have too much card draw in the deck besides Loot Hoard. I did have a Zerdrakes in here, but it didn't really synergize that well with any of our spells, because we really only have this one here and this one, so oh well. I mean, the deck's quite fun to play. You get some crazy value out of the Mode Lurker like you've seen. Same with Bomb Squad, you can get 10 damage off with Brand, so you can take out pretty much any minion. And even when it does damage you, you can resummon like Mode Lurker and stuff with Nazoth, and Mode Lurker doesn't give him his minion back if you kill it with the Nazoth summoned one, so that's always nice. It just turns out to be another free minion Mode Lurker. And yeah, some good stuff in here. Really fun deck. A lot of bouncing and, you know, thinking outside the box, sort of. Like, it's not your standard just play minion and hit face or whatever. It's quite fun to play. And yeah, I don't know how far it'll take you. Probably not too high, since it does get like destroyed by Aggro Warrior. I feel like I haven't really gone up against too many, but I think I went up once. I haven't really played too much this season, so yeah, it doesn't do that well against them because Mode Lurker just takes too long to get going in in the game. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you thought the deck was a bit interesting. I thought it was a bit interesting, something a bit different. And yeah, I'll see you next time.